Welcome everybody to the Jokebudd Football Show. I'm your host, Jokebudd, the one and only. This is coming to you on a Saturday. Yes, I said a Saturday. The week has been a lot strenuous, a lot of pressure. I'm trying to get it to you during the week, but 14-hour work days, it was a constraint. I actually recorded one on a Wednesday. Wednesday night, I recorded one. Reviewed it, was not up to my standard. So I know it would have been trash to be putting on the playlist. So if it doesn't pass my standard, it can't go out. So I'm coming to you on a Saturday. I know one of the games been played. Green Bay at Arizona. We will get to that. It's a pretty good game too. But let's go over week 7 recap. Week 7 is in the book. We are on to week 8. But let's go back to week 7. Let's take care of that. And I got the rest of the projections for the week 8. Everything's under control. I'm going to try to do the next episode during the week. It's just getting a little bit hard. That's why I'm in the process of buying back my Saturday, as you may kind of say. Trying to get some bills out the way, some personal debt out the way, so that I have all Saturday to do this. So even if I don't say anything about the Thursday night game, just know that everything will come on a Saturday morning if that happens. But come to the top of the year, everything will be rolling a little bit better. So we'll get to that. But let's go over week 7's recap and results. So let's get it. Denver at Cleveland. I had it 24 for Denver, Cleveland 20. True final score was Denver 14, Cleveland 17. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. Case Keenum showed he still has it at times in that spurts. So that's key for Cleveland. Cleveland has a total complete team. I'm starting to wonder about Odell Beckham Jr. Is he all flash and A-list, or is he still a primetime player? I am not for sure. I don't know if they're not just getting him the ball or it's just not there no more. I want to find out some more about him as far as his abilities going forward. And this season is going to tell a lot. So I'm not hearing his name that much in trade talks yet. And we're coming up on that brink. So they probably still have hope for him. And I know he's the missing link for Cleveland when they get in the playoffs. They're going to need a big-time player to make a big-time play, and he can deliver that. Hopefully he still has that capability. I'm not for sure, but we'll see. Next game was Cincy at Baltimore. I had it Cincy 17, Baltimore 23. True final score was Cincy 41, Baltimore 17. Every time I try to go for Baltimore, bet with them, they always let me down. And every time I bet against them, they win. Cincinnati was a buzzsaw to the rolling steam train of the Baltimore Ravens. Cincy showed they have a lot of youth, a lot of talent, and a lot of fight, and they're tired of being pushed around. This could be the start of something good for Cincinnati if they keep it up. So hopefully they don't have a letdown this following week coming up right now, tomorrow, but we shall see. Baltimore, you'll be fine. They just caught y'all lacking, so don't worry about it. Come back this week and show us what you got. Next is the Washington football team at Green Bay. I had Washington football team 20, Green Bay 31. True final score was Washington football team 10, Green Bay 24. Closer than the score looks. I believe Washington had about 4 opportunities to score in the red zone. Couldn't get it done. So that lets you know that the offense just not clicking enough. The defense did enough to win the game. So they're coming along. They have to build upon this. So we shall see. I think they have Cleveland this week. So we'll see how that goes. Atlanta at Miami. I had it Atlanta 24, Miami 21. True final score was Atlanta 30, Miami 28. Atlanta is starting to find their way. The more they get Kyle Pitts, their top 5 pick, involved with the game plan. Calvin Ridley came back. Russell Gage came back. The 2 wide receivers, they're starting to flow a little better, making it a lot easier for Matt Ryan. Miami, competitive, but just not enough. I always feel like they're missing something. But Atlanta took care of business there. New York Jets at New England. I had New York Jets 17, New England 27. It turned out to be a massacre. New York Jets 13, New England 54. I think the score speaks for itself. New England took care of business and they're on to the next week. Carolina at the New York Giants. I had it Carolina 23, New York Giants 20. True final score was Carolina 3, New York Giants 25. New York Giants may be a lot better than we think they are. They have a lot of hurt players, and they're finding ways to win. So when they get back to full strength, they might end up being a tough out for a lot of teams playing spoiler to the Cowboys and others in the NFC. So look out for the Giants. They have a lot of talent. They just got to get a little bit more healthy. They took care of Carolina so bad that Sam Darnold was benched. But they did say Sam Darnold is the Carolina Panthers quarterback going forward. So we'll take a look into that. Next is Kansas City at Tennessee. I had it Kansas City 34, Tennessee 28. True final score was Kansas City 3, Tennessee 27. Let me take some time to talk about this one. I projected Patrick Mahomes as the MVP of the season. $500 million player. You got to play better. It all starts with you. We know your defense is up and down already. That's stat. Just the way it goes. But something's missing with you. I don't know what's going on. You're in a funk, but you have to get out of it because that team leads as you lead. And your play has not been up to par. Hopefully you can turn it around. But I'm starting to get worried. This might be a must-win game coming up. So you better take care of business. I believe you play the Giants. I'm not for sure. I think it's the Giants. Let me just make sure right quick because I don't want to say nothing I get wrong. But I believe you guys play the Giants. Yes, you play home against the Giants. So this is almost a must-win. So let's get it done. If you want to go to the playoffs, maybe a wild card, you're going to need this win. So Kansas City, shape up or ship out. Next game, Detroit at LA Rams. I had Detroit 21, LA Rams 31. Turned out to be Detroit 19, LA Rams 28. It was a lot closer than that. The Detroit Lions was like one play away from winning that. They had a open leak out running back, DeAndre Swift running out, who could have been a possible touchdown instead of a field goal. That would have changed the dynamic late. Jared Goff missed on the pass, so they're just one player away. Like I said, they have a lot of picks coming up. Maybe a little bit of cash in free agency. They could put some more pieces of the puzzle together. They're going to be all right in Detroit. Just hang in there. It's not like a lowly, lossless season to a point where you don't have no players. You have some players there. It's just about changing the culture and getting everybody to buy in and getting everybody on the same page. Detroit, your future is bright. Believe it or not, your future is bright. Next is Philadelphia at Las Vegas. I had it Philadelphia 27, Las Vegas 26. True final score was Philadelphia 22, Las Vegas 33. One thing about the grit and the might of Las Vegas, for all the controversy and things they're going through right now, they're finding ways to put wins together. And that's the recipe for a good team. They can win ugly, they can win cute, good, sexy, all types of ways. And Derek Carr is getting it done. No matter what nobody says, Derek Carr is getting it done. And that takes a lot of moxie, a lot of toughness, a lot of mental fortitude to do. So kudos to Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Next, we have Houston at Arizona. I had a Houston 17, Arizona 34. True final score was Houston 5, Arizona 31. Just like I thought it would be a beat down. Houston has a lot of work to do, and Arizona took care of business. Chicago at Tampa Bay. I had a Chicago 17, Tampa Bay 30. True final score was Chicago 3, Tampa Bay 38. Tampa Bay is just rolling. Good luck trying to catch them. They do a lot of things right, so it's going to be hard to beat them. You cannot beat yourselves. And Chicago didn't give them themselves much of a chance. Khalil Herbert, the running back from Virginia Tech, who's filling in for David Montgomery, played well. He was the first running back since Dalvin Cook, I think a year or two ago, to get 100 yards. So that was like the only bright spot on the team. But Tampa Bay is a juggernaut, so good luck trying to stop them. Indianapolis at San Francisco on Sunday night. I had an Indy 24, San Francisco 20. True final score was Indy 30, San Francisco 18. Indianapolis took care of business. Good job. You're winning ugly, you're winning bad, you're winning in bad conditions, you're showing different ways to win. I'm still just worried about what type of team we have with the Colts. You have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and there's no leaning recipe as far as how we're going to go about things. I feel like Jonathan Taylor's got a lot more involved. So, but Carson Wentz is playing very, very good. Very, very good. So, Andy, good job doing what you're supposed to do. Next is New Orleans at Seattle on Monday night. I had a New Orleans 27, Seattle 21. True final score was New Orleans 13, Seattle 10. It was an old school knockout, drag out. Who can make the last drive wins, and New Orleans takes care of their business. And that's all for the week 7 right there. Now we are going to go to the notable injuries that happened in week 7. It's not that many, just a couple. Jets quarterback Zach Wilson has a knee injury. I think he's going to be out a while. I think the Jets just traded for Joe Flacco, so he's going to be sitting for a while. The Patriots tight end Jonnu Smith has a shoulder injury. Look out for that. He's been off injured so far earlier this season. Hunter Henry is balling, but he's hurt. Patrick Mahomes had a concussion. He got cleared to go back in the game if they needed to, but it was a blowout, so there's no need to go back in, so he'll be ready for this week. And Miles Sanders has a knee sprain that's going to keep him out for a couple weeks. I think they just put him on short-term IR. Let's do week 7. Let's go week 8 power rankings going into week 8. And this is how it was. We know the Arizona and Green Bay game was different, but this is for going into that week. So this is supposed to be before Thursday. So we had Arizona at 1, which will change. Tampa Bay at 2, Buffalo at 3, LA Rams at 4, Green Bay at 5, Dallas at 6, Baltimore at 7, Cincinnati at 8, LA Chargers at 9, Tennessee at 10, Las Vegas at 11, Cleveland at 12, New Orleans at 13, and Minnesota at 14. So one more time from bottom to top, we have 14 Minnesota, 13 New Orleans, Cleveland number 12, Las Vegas 11, Tennessee 10, LA Chargers 9, Cincinnati 8, Baltimore 7, Dallas 6, Green Bay 5, LA Rams 4, Buffalo 3, Tampa Bay 2, and Arizona was 1. Obviously, that's going to change because Green Bay beat Arizona, but we'll see you next week to see the updated rankings. So let's go to week 8 projections. Let's start with the Green Bay and Arizona game. I had it 24-28 for Arizona. True final score there was Green Bay 24, Arizona 21. Arizona had a chance to win late. Looked like a back shoulder fade to AJ Green. Looked like he had no clue what was going on. They were definitely not on the same page. So it was intercepted, and Green Bay won in Arizona. Then we have Carolina, Atlanta. I'm going to have it 14 for Carolina, Atlanta 24, Miami 20. Miami 20 to Buffalo's 34. So Miami at Buffalo will be next. So Miami 20 and Buffalo 34. San Fran at Chicago. I have San Fran 21, Chicago 23. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I have it Pittsburgh 28, Cleveland 23. Philadelphia at Detroit. I have it Philadelphia 20, Detroit 23. They finally get that win. Let's go, Detroit. LA Rams at Houston. I have LA Rams 28, Houston 10. Tennessee at Indianapolis. I have it 27, Tennessee, 28, Indianapolis. Go Colts. Cincinnati and New York Jets. I have Cincinnati 28, New York Jets 17. New England at LA Chargers. I have New England 21, LA Chargers 27. Jacksonville at Seattle. I have Jacksonville 20, Seattle 21. Washington football team at Denver. I have Washington at 24, Denver at 21. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I have Tampa Bay 31, New Orleans 23. Dallas at Minnesota Sunday night. I have Dallas 31, Minnesota 24. And the Monday night game is New York Giants at Kansas City. I have New York Giants 17, Kansas City 34. And let's do the Week 7 fantasy top 5 before we get out of here. So let's start with quarterbacks. Number 1 was Tua Tagovailoa. Number 2 was Joe Burrow. 3 was Matt Stafford. 4 was Aaron Rodgers. 5 was Tom Brady. Running backs was Alvin Kamara as 1, DeAndre Swift at 2, Damian Harris at 3, Dearness Johnson at 4, Jonathan Taylor at 5. Wide receivers, number 1 was Cooper Kupp. Number 2 was Jamar Chase. The gritty is everything. Number 3, Mike Evans. A.J. Brown, number 4. And Terry McLaurin, number 5. Tight ends is C.J. Uzomah, tight end for the Bengals if you don't know. Number 2 was Kyle Pitts. Number 3 was Mike Gesicki. Number 4 was Foster Moreau. Number 5 was Zach Ertz. Defensive special teams. Number 1 was Tampa Bay. Number 2 was New York Giants. Number 3 was Tennessee. Number 4 was Green Bay. And number 5 was New England. And to cap everything up and wrap everything up, I am 5-2 in one league, 5-2 in another league, 2-5 in one league, and 3-4 in one. I'm in the mix for a lot of things. Even with that 2-5 league, I have a lot of points, so I need a couple people to lose. I just need to go on a little 3-4 game win streak. So everything's cool there. I'm going to try to have another episode out during the week, so hopefully it'll be out Thursday morning this week. Just bear with me as I get things together. Just know I'm still working very hard. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the love. And as always, you can always find me somewhere broken. Peace.